Excuse the long intro, but this is a hike you will not want to miss. It's called Path of the Gods and it runs right along the Amalfi Coast. The Amalfi Coast is a stretch of seaside cliffs that runs from Amalfi almost all the way to Sorrento. I have been on quite a few hikes, including the Narrows in Zion's National Park in Utah and in Yosemite National Park, and this hike, Path of the Gods, rivals those two. It's absolutely stunning. In this video, I'm going to share with you all the things you're going to need to know if you decide to do this hike, including where to get the buses, how to get to the starting point, the ending point, how to get your bus back home. All that stuff is in this video to help you have a great time, have a less stressful time, and really enjoy the hike, the Path of the Gods. Before coming on this hike, I did read a little bit about the hike, about what to expect. And I was expecting it to be pretty difficult. I was expecting the descent to be pretty overwhelming. I read that there was somewhere like 1,700 steps going down to Positano at the end of the hike. And a lot of people said that that was pretty daunting for them. So I was expecting a pretty hard time. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video and I'll share with you what I thought after actually completing the hike. Before coming on this hike, I had no idea that the bus ride to Amalfi would actually be a highlight. I had no idea. This was the best bus ride I've ever taken. The bus ride was like an e-ride at Disneyland. It's absolutely stunning. You're gonna love it. Depending on where you're staying, you need to get to Amalfi. That's where we're going to get another bus that goes to Bomerano. So get to Amalfi. If you're staying in Sorrento, that makes the most sense for most people. Sorrento's a great town if you don't know that. It's a great place even if it's just for a day trip or for an overnight. Sorrento makes a great base to explore the Amalfi Coast. There are buses leaving from Sorrento, almost probably 1 or 2 per hour. It costs like €2.50 to take the bus from Sorrento all the way to Amalfi. Super easy to do. Just go to the train station, catch the bus there, right in front of the train station. You can purchase the tickets. There's a little, inside the station, there's a little teller machine, but you can also purchase those right from the bus driver. When you get on the bus heading to Amalfi, you want to sit down on the left side. That's the left side looking from the front of the bus to the back of the bus. That'll offer you spectacular views as you drive down the Amalfi Coast. You won't want to miss that. It's important to get there early so you can get to the left side, and you won't regret it. I promise. It'll make a huge difference on your trip heading to Amalfi. When you arrive in Amalfi, you may have a little bit of time to kill before your bus heads off to Bomerano. If that's the case, you can go explore the town. Just a few notes about Amalfi. I thought the town was beautiful, small but very beautiful, a lot of fun pictures to take, but the food that we ate there and the gelato we ate there weren't very good and they were kind of expensive. We tried to see what a taxi would cost, and a taxi to Bomerano was €80. It's only around 10 miles. That's about 15 kilometers, 16 kilometers, something like that. Pretty expensive considering the bus cost us a total of €4.80. When your bus arrives in Amalfi, you will back into a stall. There'll be an attendant there helping them back into a stall. And that's exactly the same spot where you're going to catch the bus to Bomerano. But here's what you need to know. You're not looking for a bus that says Bomerano. You're looking for a bus that says Agerola, because that is the final destination of the bus that goes to Bomerano. It's Agerola. That's the bus you need to take. Look for the guy in the vest. It's a yellow-green vest. He has information that will help you. You can also buy the tickets to Agerola from him, and you can also ask him when the next bus departs. You may only have a few minutes till you get the bus, but you may have 20, 30, 40 minutes, which will allow you to then explore the town a little bit, the town of Amalfi. Here's a quick tip. When getting on the bus to Agerola, get on the bus early because they do sell more tickets than there are seats. If you don't get on early and it's busy, you may end up standing all the way to Bomerano. Another thing, you want to sit on the right side of the bus. That's the right side as you're looking towards the back of the bus. That offers you the best views as you take the ride to Bomerano. When you arrive in Bomerano and you get off the bus, there's a sign right there pointing to Path of the Gods, 3 minutes. There's also a little sign pointing, like, I don't know, it says something like fuel up before you go or something like that. It's a great place. It's right there where you can grab water, snacks, things like that to take on the hike. You can also get maps from them if you want, but honestly, I didn't feel like you needed a map because once you get on the trailhead, it's kind of hard to get lost. You just keep walking and head towards Path of the Gods, towards Positano. Pretty easy, but if you want, having a map wouldn't hurt. You can pick one up at the place where you get the food or the fuel for the hike. Once you're on the trail Path of the Gods, you're in for a real treat. The trail is very well maintained and hard to get lost. If I could do it again, one thing I do differently is I would slow down a little bit and just enjoy the opportunity and the views along the way. It's a real pretty shot from above. There's the peninsula coming out. At the very end of the peninsula, that's Capri out there. In all, the hike took us right around 3 hours from start to finish. You don't get views like this sitting on the couch. When we did the hike, the temperatures were ideal. It was very mild, but even if you're doing it when it's fairly warm, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal as there is lots of shade. You've got that ocean breeze. You're up there around 2,000 feet in elevation. That's around 700 or 800 meters. And it's really not that difficult. There are some ascents and descents, but nothing too major. We met some fine folks from India along the way named Aparna and Revant. We appreciate you guys and had a lot of fun. Thanks. Until you get to the end, the descent is a little brutal. If you enjoy videos about Rome, our channel is all about Rome and the occasional trip to places like Path of the Gods.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're just about finished with this hike of the gods, the Path of the Gods, and now we're going to descend into Positano. There are 1,700 stairs, and so you can appreciate it, I'm going to put this in 10 times speed. Here we go. $790, $791, $92, $93, $94, $95, $96, $97, $98, $99, $800. So I've come down about 800 steps, another almost 800 to go. Let's go. Actually more than 800. For anybody who's going to be spending time in Rome, we do have a travel guide that will really help you make the most of your next visit to Rome. I'm going to put a link to that guide in the description of this video along with a discount code where you can pick it up for right around $20. $9.95, $9.96, $97, $98, $99, $1,000. We are 1,000 stairs down, 700 to go. Just over 1,300 steps. We've gone just over 1,300 steps. I'll turn it around so you can see how far we still to go. We're getting closer. Oh, we're almost there. 1,700, 1,701, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1,716, 17, 18, 19, 20, 17, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 1,730, and my counting may be off a little bit. Okay, we're to the bottom, 1,700 plus stairs. I counted 1,730, but I lost track a little bit, so somewhere around 1,700. And we're to the main road. We're gonna catch the bus and head back to Sorrento. Here's the bus stop at the bottom of the stairs. It's called Bus Stop Arienzo. Bus Stop Arienzo. So right behind me is where you come off the stairs from the Path of the Gods. There's 1,700 stairs heading up, but if you're heading down, like we did, we came down those stairs, and the bus stop is right there next to it. Buses come by every 30 to 40 minutes. Can you do the hike in reverse, meaning starting in Positano and ending in Bomerano? Well, the answer to that is simply yes. The reason I think it makes most sense for most people to start in Bomerano opposed to Positano, there's a couple of reasons. One is the logistics of getting to Bomerano. It's a little more time consuming. You have to take that bus to Amalfi, and then you have to hop on another bus from Amalfi to Bomerano. And I'd rather have that out of the way in the beginning of the day before I'm tired. So that made the most sense for us. And another thing that I was a little bit concerned about was Bomerano is kind of an isolated town, and I was thinking maybe there would not be as many buses from Bomerano to Amalfi as there would be from Amalfi to Sorrento. So when I end up in Positano, there'd be plenty of buses to, get onto to where I could head back home to where I'm staying. That made the most sense for us. And then also, if you start in Positano, you're gonna have to walk up those 1,700 stairs opposed to coming down. And for most people, I think walking up is a little more difficult than coming down. But that's a choice you have to make, and you can do it either way. Some final thoughts about the hike. Overall, it was quite a bit easier than I had anticipated. I thought it was going to take more time. I thought it was going to be a little more difficult. Not to say that it was super easy. It really was pretty easy until the descent. And the descent was a little bit long, but you can go at your own pace. You don't have to run down the hill like I did. It was a little bit brutal on my knees, but overall, when I got to the base, I was a little surprised how quickly I got there. It was a fun hike. I loved it. We all did. And I highly recommend you do it. I know the next time I'm down in the Positano area, I'll do it again. It was that much fun. It was absolutely amazing.
Me and my friends dance until we drop, and the good times don't stop.
We want to thank all of those that have subscribed to our channel and those that have just watched our videos. We really appreciate you. To the next one. Alla prossima. Ciao.